What's going on? Welcome to Korean American Expat. So here we go, my once a week right now, doing some reactions to videos, and of course I have some an article. So let's get into the video here. This is Hongdae boys, and what's their tactics in South Korea? So let's kind of get into it. All right, so here we go.
So if you want to avoid those guys, just avoid Hongdae at all costs.
Yeah, speaking of Hongdae, like,
I really hate Hongdae because a lot of people ask me, like, why do you hate Hongdae so much?
you hate Hongdae?
I absolutely detest Hongdae, and I'll tell you why. I'll explain. I have a multitude of reasons. I don't hate Hongdae as an area, but I hate Hongdae of the way it makes me feel. If I go to the club, then you girls, I know you guys know if you've been to Hongdae. There's guys there thinking, I'm gonna get drunk tonight. I'm gonna find a drunk girl that's drunk enough to sleep with me if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Like I can smell desperation in the air in the middle of time. It's sickening. I hate it. And as a guy myself, it puts me in a depressive state. And I'll tell those guys, hey, listen, if you have time and energy to do all of that at Hongdae, why don't you use that money and time to work on yourself, to self-improve, to start attracting women instead? How are you going to live that kind of life?
Very logical, yeah.
Right? But there's nothing wrong with going clubbing. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your only intent as a man, if your only intent of going clubbing is to just get drunk girls that will sleep with you if you're lucky, you're just living a very sort of few. So if you want to avoid those.
Okay, so yeah, that's a guy. He's like, he really not avoid Hongdae, but Hongdae just the way it feels. But of course, it's nothing new about the Hongdae guys. They're just pretty much F boys going from back in the days, where Korea has now been risen to the point where now the nightlife is crazy. Even before the pandemic, it was just crazy as heck. So let's get into the article right here. So here we go. The viral Hongdae boy. So, videos expose a fringe group of South Korean men trying to sleep with foreign women. So, that's what it is, the Hongdae boy. Yeah, Hongdae. So, let's get into the article here. And yeah, if you're on TikTok, you might have come across a lot of Hongdae boys, Hongdae guys. Recently, in a social media contest, referring to, South Korean men who prey on foreign women, particularly white women visiting the Hongdae area in Seoul's Mapo district. So, and of course, they all talk about, let's ride the white horse. Yeah. But of course, Sean Solo, he plays the memes. Yep, I'm a Hongdae boy. He does all the memes. And Hongdae boys are depicted as men who make brazen and slightly awkward attempts in picking up unsuspecting tourists or foreign students. And you saw Sean talk right there, and now here's a video of all his memes. So let's take a look at one. If we could, let me take you there to his TikTok, if it does take me there. Okay. So now, actually, he's in the U.S. I don't know why it's, come on, let's load. Okay, here we go.
You ready for the date?
Yes.
You know the BBQ?
Oh yeah, isn't that the best Korean fried chicken place?
Exactly. It's a new menu, open sandwich club, only under 15 US dollar. Great value.
Oh, is it only for open-minded?
I like you. Huh? Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you. Looks good.
Oh.
What are you eating?
What?
What are you eating?
Fried pickle. I explain menu. Huh? This is a hot mayo. Wow. JMT. Huh? You know the JMT? This is a galbi mayo. Huh? Korean special. Bread, chicken, and the hot mayo, the galbi mayo, French fry.
Okay, so you kind of see, what he's imitating the Hongdae boys. But let's get back to the article. But you guys can check him out. But going back, some of these women who are often viewed as what sexually available have been inspired by K-dramas, K-pop idols to visit in search of what? Yeah, the perfect South Korean boyfriend. But here's the truth of the matter to the ladies. Most of these guys are just average dudes, even if, maybe their skincare, maybe a more metrosexual look, but you're not going to find your K-pop idol. I'm sorry to break that news to you, ladies. And yeah, you can go to Hongdae, you think, oh yeah, I found my Korean guy. Yeah, and they're usually like, yeah, you live alone? You want to eat some ramen? That's pretty much it should be. So it's very comical with the Hongdae boys. And this is, uh, let's watch this one.
Boy, and they're basically the F-boy version of Koreans. And
There
there's a
you
really
go.
interesting reason why they exist, and there's a really interesting reason why they exist in this specific area. And to really catch you up on the Hongdae boy lore, they're basically individuals who wait outside the clubs after they end in Hongdae and then ask you whether or not you're open-minded. And their goal is to have a one-night experience with a foreigner or a local who would take them. And to really understand why this happens, there's a small but particular group of South Korean men who are really interested in dating foreign women. And part of it is to brag to their friends, and there's even a derogatory phrase often referred to as riding the white horse.
Yep,
and for many
there
of
you
these
go.
individuals, Hongdae is really the perfect spot thanks to its location right next to the airport. And Hongdae is easily accessible thanks to the metro system, making
And you
it
see
a really
here.
popular spot for many of these Hongdae boys. In addition to this, Hongdae is also known for its clubs, bars, as well as entertainment scene. And there's even videos on TikTok of women being bombarded by these Hongdae boys one by one. And if you really think about it, Hongdae is really the perfect spot for many of these South Korean men to find a foreign lover.
So there you go. So, and yeah, you just gotta be careful. But this, again, this is nothing new to you ladies. This should not be new because, as usual, they're out there. And some, yeah, they're gonna maybe speak some English, or they know, like, hey, baby, they want to do all that. So, yep, where single men and women could try to find a match, but you're not gonna find those guys in Hongdae. So there you go. And there's a Sean again. So yeah, this is an ongoing issues. South Korea, that's right, has a reputation for being socially conservative, but K-dramas want to emphasize this squeaky clean image. But even a growing number of South Korean women has spoken out about the issues of sexual harassment. So yeah, and this led to public demonstration. Of course, the metoo movement, the 4B movement, but the truth of the matter, small group, because again, I'm going to reiterate, it is not, as prevalent. But of course, there's the Hongdae boys. There is. And of course, again, Sean just kind of has those fun and puts it out there, and he just imitates mostly the Hongdae boys. So he's using mostly the meme. So yeah, that is the funny part of all this. This is just a craziness with the Hongdae boys. But hey, they're really, before the Hongdae boy came on the scene, they're usually called F-boys, and that's what you're going to be dealing with pretty much. But to find your Korean guy, for those that are listening to K-pop, it's going to be a little hard. And here's the thing, majority of, even if Koreans are a little bit taller, to find your 6-foot guy, that's about 3 to 5% of the Korean population. Remember, we only have 50 million people, so break that in half. And we're not even talking about the 3 to 5% even women that are taller. So, yeah, I mean, good luck. But this is what you're going to go if you go around Hongdae. Now, I'm not saying all the guys are like that, but I've been in some of these places where I've seen some of these guys go, what should I do? Or they try to use me to say, hey, let me talk to that girl. I'm like, nah. We're not doing that crap. So I'm just like, yep, there we go. There we go. So the Hongdae boys. It's just another fun craziness that goes on. All right, so if any of you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKO special. Hit the like and subscribe, and then comment on what you think, guys, from wherever you are. I want to hear your comments. All right, so take care, and I'll see you in my next video.